Hello, welcome back to my channel. I've got piles. Also, I'm recording a vlog at the moment as well, so we've got some vlog on vlog weirdness going on. Anyway, I've been to the car boot sale. In fact, I've been to two. I did Easter Compton and Trench Lane this morning, and I'm very pleased with my haul from both. Look at this huge pile. This is Easter Compton. Trench Lane is still in the trolley at the moment. Look at this massive amount of stuff. I did take more money with me than usual, and I did spend the majority of it. I think I've gone through over £100 today. I can't remember exactly how much I had with me, but I think I've gone through over 100 quid. I did also go to Tesco on the way home and spend some there, so it's difficult to be 100. Oh God, say that. Difficult to be 100% accurate about what I've spent, but I know I've come home without very much money in my purse. So this is everything from Easter Compton, and it is a hauly. So let me start with this because it's large and I can get it out of the way. This was one of the last things I bought actually. It is a swim vest. You know I buy these regularly. This one is a Neptune Nauticals one by Pool, and it was, I think, £1. Pretty sure it was £1. Yes, it was £1. You'd think with it being one of the last things I bought I'd remember, wouldn't you? Here be ka-chings. Lovely little sale. Okay, and this, I'll take this off because again it's a bit precarious. This was just in Steve's filler bag stuff. I didn't do filler bag, but I gave Steve 3 quid for the things I bought, and this was one of them. So I bought this for my own storage in the loft, for my plate storage. My plates will go on that. So that's what that was for. That does not need to be put in a listing bag. This is for... Oh, this is for Natalie. It's her birthday on Saturday, and she really likes Taskmaster and was talking about wanting to play some kind of homemade Taskmaster game. So when I saw this, I thought perhaps we could adapt it and make it work for us. So although it's used, she won't mind. She won't mind that it's used. It'll only be an extra present anyway. It won't be her main present, as we keep saying. So that's for Natalie. That was £2 back in shop. That was £2. Now these are part of a bigger haul that's further down, so let's pull this out. This was £2, and I think this might have been a little bit of a mistake because I think it should have a thermos in it and it has not. So it is a picnic set, the Greenfield collection. The glasses are there, the napkins are there, there's no cutlery and there's no flask, and I think there ought to be. I will double check that when listing in case it's not meant to be in there, but I think it should be in there. But it was £2, so it's not the end of the world if it's no good. I paid £5 for these 3 tins. They are Emma Bridgewater, and the lady's had them several weeks running. They started off at £10, so she's already come down to 5. I did say, was there any further wiggle room? And she said absolutely not. This was the lowest she was going. So I've got 2 polka dot and 1 floral print. Storage canisters, 3 for £5. I'm not sure what the value is on them, but possibly 25 for the set, maybe. I paid £2 for this little Laura Ashley thing that you tell time with. Hold the line, caller, while my brain fires back up. It's a clock. It's a clock. It's a thing that you tell my bloody brain. Total absence of knowledge of what on earth had in mind. Laura Ashley alarm clock, £2. It is battery operated. I did check. There's another ka-ching. That's somebody paying. I did check that the battery had not corroded, and it hadn't. So hopefully, putting a fresh battery in that is all that will be needed for that to go ticking away merrily. Quite a nice little thing. It may look cream, but it's actually a very soft pink, very chalky pink colour with rose gold furniture. This was in my 3 quid from Steve, a travel Scrabble. I did not open it and check if it's all there. I have no way of knowing until I count all the bits. As you've been told many times before, there should be 100 tiles, and they are in a bag, so that's always a good sign. When they're not running around loose in the box, it implies that somebody made sure they were all there before they put it away. So I'll need to check that. That was in with my 3 quid. So far from Steve for 3 quid, my little plate stand, the travel Scrabble, and then also from Steve, this mug, which is a Sarah Miller for Port Merion. This is called something Geese. I can't remember what it's called. I looked it up a minute ago. But somebody has got one listed. It's called Gliding Geese, and someone has one listed with its box for £18.99 brand new. So hopefully I should be able to get something nicer for that. And then the other bit from Steve was M&S stacking mugs. There are only 3 there of a possible set of 4, but there was the standing rack as well. So that little lot for £3 was okay. And then I wasn't going to buy any more breakables. You wait, I bought so many breakables today. But this entire little stack of Portmeirion was... Portmeirion. It was £5. So I've got 2 little espresso mugs. They are Scarlet Pimpernel and Forget-Me-Not. I've got a rhododendron milk jug. And then I have a daisy and a cyclamen small dish. And the saucers, I assume, that go with the... Yeah. I've got the saucers that go with the espresso cups. All of that for £5 was pretty good, really. So I kind of abandoned my I'm not buying anything breakable rule without too much persuasion. £3 for these Skechers. I'm not sure what they are. I don't think they're Cali, but they might be. Normally Skechers Cali say on them Skechers Cali. I think they're a size 6, the lady said. Pretty sure the lady said they're a 6. It says nowhere on the shoe what they are, so that's just guessing games. But I'm pretty sure the lady said they're a size 6. They're quite nice plaited straps with a kind of a bling detail, and they were £3. She was not shifting on the price on those whatsoever. But then the same lady gave me this Kong Squiggles toy for 50p, which was quite a bargain. So Kong toys are always expensive. This one does squeak. Somebody will come bombing along to have a look if I don't hide it. Oh, it's gone. Don't know what that was, Molly. Don't know what it was. I paid £1 for a pair of tweeny slippers. You get Bella on one foot and Fizz on the other. And I paid £1 for this. Was it £1? Yeah, it was £1. Beatrix Potter Peter Rabbit mug in a tin. Very nice. Can't get out of the tin. You'll have to believe me. There we go. Very nice Peter Rabbit mug. By Queens. Frederick Warnico Queens. In a gift tin. I paid 50p for a little Kath Kidston hand cream trio. The box is a little bit battered. Hopefully I can make that look nice again. But that was 50p. And 50p for this Jellycat rabbit. I don't know what she's called. Sometimes they have names on them. I don't think she does. I think I'll have to look her up. She's Jelly 4019. Fleur. She's called Fleur, and somebody else has one listed at £49.99. Mine has been a little bit more loved than the one in the picture. The one in the picture is in almost new condition. This one has been very loved. But there you go. Someone's got one listed for £50, so that's probably quite a nice little find. Okay, the Fleur range are various different things. This is the Fleur bunny, but there are other. There's a Fleur cat and a Fleur mouse and all the rest of it. So either way, she was definitely worth 50p. Someone else who was 50p. Let me know if you know who this is. I know who he is, but I'm not going to tell you guys because I'm interested to see how many of you recognise him and know who he is. I bought him because I had never seen this character in plush form before, and I thought it was interesting to buy him. So I'm not going to tell you who he is, but I'm going to tell you that he should sell for £10 to £12 and that he cost me 50p. But I'm not going to tell you who he is. Let me know in the comments if you know who that is, if you recognise him. And then £1 for a big grommet. I presume it's a night dress case because he's got a zip back. So grommet night dress case for £1. He needs a bit of a clean up. He's got some mucky marks on him. I might try him through the washing machine to see how he gets on. He was only £1, so it's worth a risk. Now, I want to move that bit under there because that goes with that stuff. Oh, gold. I paid £3 for a new harness for Bella. Bella, as you all know by now, I'm sure, is Anthony's new dog, and she's a Chihuahua Jack Russell Cross. And she pulls, if you attach a lead to her collar, she pulls and makes herself cough a lot. So we always have her on a harness so that she won't hurt her throat. And I wanted a spare harness because sometimes we can't find hers. I don't know why, because I always leave it attached to the lead, but other people don't. Some other people in the house unclip the lead from the harness and then take the harness off the dog somewhere else in the house, and you can't always find it. So I thought we'd have a spare, so that was £3. And then this was £3, Cath Kidston jumper with Alties on it. That is a size small. And from the same lady, a Cath Kidston apron for £2. Cath Kidston apron for £2. This is seashells, I think. Yep, seashell design. But also from that lady, a massive, massive stack of Denby, which I will come to in a minute. There's a lady selling lots of dog stuff when we got Bella a little jumper, because she, as a tiny dog, she really does feel the cold, even in this season, this so-called season we're having. And that was £2. And also from the same lady, this Karma wrap for Kai. Kai is terrified of thunder and fireworks, and of course it's fireworks season coming up. These things are normally about 40 quid, and this one was £2. So it's just a wrap that you wrap around him. It makes him feel like he's being hugged and supposed to make him feel safe. So we've tried thunder vests before, but we've never had one of these, so I thought we'd give that a go. 10p for some Minnie Mouse Disneyland Paris ears. They need a tiny repair. The little headband is poking through there, but that's just a couple of stitches and that'll be fine. They were 10p. And then I saw my sea salt man. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago I had 2 huge sea salt hauls, like one week and then one a fortnight later. And I saw him again today. He said, oh, I've got a few more bits. I swear to God, he must just be going to his wife, because it's all the same size. He must be going to his wife's wardrobe when she's not looking and just going, yoink, take a few more bits down the car boot sale. So this time there were 2 bags and he wanted £4 each on those. So they would have been £8. One is this satchel, which I have already got. I've either already got one listed or just sold one. I'm not sure which. And the other one is a crossbody leather bag. This is really nice. Very, very soft leather. Is it genuine leather? It is 100% genuine leather. Crossbody, inner zip, messenger style flap. Very nice, really soft. And he wanted £4 each for those, which would have been 8. And then he wanted £5 each on the clothes, which would have been 30. And instead of 38, he took 30. So I basically got the 2 bags free if I paid a £5 each on the clothing. So I have got mint green long sleeve t-shirt top. This is the Tremaine Key top. It will all be 14 to 16 as usual. His wife's stuff always is. That's a 16. There is a jumper here in a size 14. And that is the Carbis jumper. There's a green linen top. This is a 16. Short sleeved 100% linen top. Cottage Sleigh, that's called. Cottage Sleigh. I don't know who comes up with the names. And then I think I've got 2 Larissa shirts. Yeah, this one is Larissa, and that's a 16. That's also a size 16, but it may not be a Larissa. It is a Mrs. Trelaw. Mrs. Trelaw shirt. And then the last piece from that haul is a pair of fine needle cord trousers. They're 16. And they're called Crackington trousers. So, very pleased with that lot for £30. Very pleased indeed. Surely he's running out of sea salt now. If he turns up with any more, I'll start thinking he's robbing it. He's not robbing it because it's all one size and it is all used. £2. This is all falling down the back. Can I rescue it? There we go. Luckily it's melamine. It is the Gaydon melamine 70s camping stuff. I have an entire set for 2 people. 2 plates, 2 cups and saucers, and 2 little dishes, and that was £2 a lot, so I'm very pleased with that. Just sold the last bit of my melamine camping stuff, so there you go, I've restocked. And then, like I said, a huge amount of Denby from this lady. 10 quid. This is Denby linen. She had 2 bits displayed on the table, and the rest was in the box underneath the table, and I said to her, how much is your Denby? And she said, oh, a tenner, and I looked at her, she said, for all of it, and I was like, okay, I'll take that. And she started to tell me what was there, and I was like, it's fine, I'll take it. For 10 quid, I'll take it. So this is Denby linen, and I have got seven cereal bowls, 7 side plates, 3 mid-sized plates. That's a salad plate, I suppose. One of the salad plates is chipped, I think. It might have been the size. 6 dinner plates. 6, I think. Yep, 6 cups. 6 little coffee cups. And 8 saucers, but one of the saucers is chipped. 10 quid the lot. The only thing that could have made me happier would would have been the presents of mugs. Because you know I love a good mug. That is everything from Easter Compton, but I've still got stuff from Trench. I'll be back. And then this is from Trench. I have a t-shirt which I thought looked interesting. It's actually got a growing mark on the front. But it says it's hotspiceemporium.co.uk on the back. Your pain is our pleasure. And the front logo says Dr. Burnorium's Hot Sauce Emporium, England. I've never heard of this. Yeah. There it is, Dr. Burnorium's Extraordinary Hot Sauce Emporium. Never heard of it. I think probably Richard next door will love this t-shirt. He really probably would. It's probably exactly the kind of thing he'd like. They retail at about 15 quid, their t-shirts. So yeah, that'll go through the wash and Richard will probably have it. And it cost me, I think, £1. Then I paid 50p for a Christmas jumper, which says up to no good. That's one of those sequin things that you can press and it changes colours. You know, flip the sequins the other way to change colour. 50p for that one. £3 for a pair of Kappa trousers. These are not vintage, I'm sure. I think Kappa's just had a bit of a revival. So these are size large. They're ladies pink with the Kappa. Look at that. Classic Kappa leg. They don't have the rip-away bottoms. They have zip cuffs instead. But, I mean, classic Kappa. They're about 75 quid. Just looking them up and they are about £75. So, they weren't bad for 3 quid, were they? I had no idea Kappa was so expensive. £1 for a pair of... Oh, they're £2. No, they were £2. Babyliss Nano Straighteners. I've sold them not long ago, so that'll be a very, very simple relist. And £1 for this piece of Pyrex. I have no idea whether it's particularly worth having. It's got some scratching to it. It's not in perfect condition. It has no lid. It doesn't have a pattern. I've got a feeling there's a set of these that stack in different colours with no pattern on them. But I will have to do a bit of searching and find out. It was £1. 50p each for 2 Cubs jumpers. Now this one you can see they've taken the badges off. Presumably they took his badges off and put them on his next size up. However, it was from the same lady, so maybe this is his next size up, and then when he decided he was leaving Cubs, he didn't want to keep his badges at all, because they're all still on there, so they have to come off before it can be listed. He was part of the 151st Bristol Fish Ponds Baptist troop, apparently. He or she, because girls can go in Cubs now, can't they? Sorry, I didn't mean to be excluding people. I'd forgotten that brownies and guides. I don't know if are boys' guides or if they've given up having guides and maybe everybody's a Cub now. I don't know. £2 for this little Cath Kidston crossbody bag. That's in quite nice condition. Yeah, quite nice, Nick. £2 for that. All the zips work. I checked that before I bought it. So, and it's got its long strap, obviously, because it'd be a rubbish crossbody bag without it. 2 pairs of Crocs today, £1 a pair. Little glittery ones. They're very, very mucky, and some of the glitter is worn, so I don't know how they'll look when they come out of the washing machine, but it's worth a go. And a very, very grubby pair of green ones. Seem to be plenty of kids' Crocs around, but not very many adults' Crocs at the moment. 2 swim vests. I think one was £1 and one was £1.50, and I'm not sure which one was which because they're very similar. So you just have to take my word for it that they were £1 and £1.50. This one needs a wash. It's got some staining on there. Actually, they might both go through the wash. I think we've got an entire wash load building up here. This was quite nice. This was £1. It's a Kelly Ray Roberts for Demdaco figurine. And Demdaco are the same people who make the, what are those cream coloured ones called? Brain's gone blank. Willow Tree. The Willow Tree ones. But this is not Willow Tree. This is Kelly Ray Roberts, as I said, and it says wish, and it says, my wish for you is that you embrace every ebb and flow, that you feel the full breadth of possibility, that you listen to what is calling you. I thought that was quite nice. I prefer that to the Willow Tree. I don't really like the Willow Tree ones. They don't do it for me. I paid £1 for a Leonardo Collection mug and coaster. Rennie Mackintosh style mug and coaster. I paid £2 for these 3 mugs. It's a shame there wasn't a set of 4, but so be it. They are Queen's Colour Canvas Slate Night Owls. And I've got 3 of those. Honestly, there they are, look. £2 for 3. And 50p for a little Cath Kidston Child's Tankard mug. £4 for 5 conditioners. And oh, £7. £7 out of my pocket. I think I got a bit spend happy. I have got this chap. Now he is Disney Store exclusive. I don't know who he is. I'm not really up on my Disney characters and I don't know who he is, but he's got an ink stain on his shirt, so I'm thinking I might take his shirt I was stitched on. I'm going to take his shirt off and wash it, but no, he'll have to go as he is. I didn't notice that. Anyway, there's him and these three from the Puppet Company, which I have sold before. I can't remember their names, but I've sold them before. They were £7 for the lot. Who is that? I feel like I ought to know his name. It's not Bob the Builder, is it? I mean, it looks a bit like Bob the Builder in the workbench, but it's not got Bob the Builder's hat. That's not Bob the Builder. Who is this? Let's do a Google image search. Somebody right now is screaming at the screen. It's blah, 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 blah. Handy Manny. It's Handy Manny, apparently. There we go. Sorry if you were screaming Handy Manny at the screen. It took me a while to get there. £1 for a Christmas jumper, men's Christmas jumper. This is from 2 Premium Clothing, large. I just sold that other men's Christmas jumper that I picked up the other week as well. That's just gone. 50p each on DVDs. I got Chigley and Wallace and Gromit's Grand Day Out. The lady had the Chuggington case, but there was no disc inside it, sadly. 50p for some Harmer shapes. I have no Harmer beads in stock at the moment. I have to build a new bundle. Lady said her books were 50p each or 3 for £1. So I've got 6 Judy Blooms. I've got It's Not the End of the World. Are You There? God, It's Me, Margaret. Iggy's House. Here's to You, Rachel Robinson, Blubber and Deanie. Very much remember reading these in my teens. And of course, Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret was recently made into a film. Might have to reread these. Might have to reread them. Just for sheer nostalgia. Last couple of bits. Now, I bought these for us because this is the set we have. Some of our bowls are chipped, so I thought, okay, I'll just get some bowls. He said, I want to sell it all together, despite the fact that he priced it individually. So he said £2.50 for the lot. I didn't want the mugs. The mugs have made it home completely safely, but I didn't want them in the first place. I did want the plates, and yet I've managed to chip this top plate on the way home, so I've ended up with 1 plate, not 2, because I want to replace our chipped ones. I did want the bowls, so for £2.50, what I want from there is 1 plate and 2 bowls. So I suppose it's all right for £2.50, isn't it? Although, to be honest, when you buy them in Home Bargains, I think the plates are £1.99 and the bowls are £1, so it wouldn't have cost me much more than that to buy them new. And then, last but by no means least, a massive thing of Play-Doh. £3, I think it was. Was it £3 or 2? It was £2. £2. She wanted 3 off for 2. It is mostly tubs. There are cutters in there as well, but there's an awful lot of tubs. And she did put on the side, used once or twice, Play-Doh is fresh in pots. Some of the pots are completely empty. There's a couple of empty pots, but even so, it's a big tub of Play-Doh stuff, and it was about £2. That's it. And I think that's enough. In fact, looking around, I think I've overdone it again. That's the haul and all of the haul. As always, if you've seen anything that floats your boat, there is an email address in the description box below. You can get in touch with me and I'll sort you out. Although I am listing the newer stuff a lot faster than I used to. I'm working my way through the newer stuff and ignoring the old stuff in the cupboard is what I'm doing. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye for now.